Okay, moving on because we got to talk about the SAVE Act, and that passed the House yesterday. It is highly unlikely that it will pass the Senate. So this is more, I mean, I don't want to call it theater because it's important that Republicans do these kinds of things, but it's likely to not go anywhere.
Which is insane.
It is insane because all this act is it requires proof of citizenship in order to vote, which would prevent and it would remove any non-citizens from the voter rolls. Why anybody is against that?
Well, we know why. We know why.
Yeah.
Because they want to cheat. It proves it. I just, oh my God, this is your proof that Democrats are cheaters. And I think it's only
for 5. There are 5 who are actually not. And these are the 5 that voted. They joined Republicans yesterday to vote for the SAVE Act. So there's 5. That's a pretty sad number. But
it is a very sad number. It's, my God, it's disgraceful. What is
so
wrong?
we'll have a couple of floor speeches, just very, very quick hits from some of the Democrats that are opposed to it, so you can hear their rationale and how batshit it is. And then we'll let Wesley Hunt kind of cover for the Republican side, which is awesome. Here, I think first is Summer Lee is the first Democrat to be all miffed about it.
Republicans want to throw up barriers because when people vote, they lose. Let me be clear. They don't want you to vote. They don't want to hear Black voices, brown voices, LGBTQIA voices, young voices. Our fundamental access to our democracy is being politicized. And this xenophobic attack that we're debating today will make it harder for Americans to vote.
I can't with these people. It's like, and do Black and brown people, whatever, people of color that they're saying that they can't get IDs. It's like, how racist is that?
Yeah.
I mean, are people of color sitting back and going, wait, are they telling me that I can't get an ID? Because I have
and now gay people can't get them?
Gay
what?
Right. It's like, I know that there's gay people watching us right now that are like, wait a second, I have an ID. Like, are they saying that I'm too dumb to get an ID because I sleep with somebody that is of my same, I can't, what is this? What is even happening? This is what they're saying to people.
I will say, it would be because the only thing that gives me pause about the timing of this act passing is that it doesn't give people enough time, for example, because the only way to prove citizenship is with a birth certificate, with a passport, if you've lost your birth certificate and you don't have a passport, you almost don't have time to get one right now.
Right.
So in that sense, it could potentially impact people who don't have a way of proving that they were born here. There's ways. You could go back to the hospital that you're born from. There's ways, but they're all very, very time consuming, especially because you're dealing with the government. So one thing I don't understand why this country doesn't do is whenever a child is born in the United States, how do they not immediately get like a passport? You know what I mean? Like the ultimate proof of citizenship. It shouldn't cost anything. It should be something that's just doled out because you're born here. And that automatically gives you citizenship.
Isn't that your social security card?
No, because all kinds of people who aren't citizens get those when they get their work permits. So that's why you can't you have to have like 2 forms of ID, like even when you get a job. That's the other thing. Everybody that does an I-9 form has to show proof of citizenship too. So when it's not like people have to do this all the time.
Right. So when you're born here, you're suggesting that they get some other form of ID that says, hi, I'm an American citizen.
Yeah,
and it's
because everybody loses their paper birth certificates.
Right.
It should be something that is like on file, that is registered somewhere, so that every voter roll is already set and you're automatically enrolled. I think everybody should be automatically registered to vote by virtue of being born here. It shouldn't be hard.
That would be easy, though.
That makes too much sense.
That makes too much sense. And then it would somehow get rid of some level of bureaucracy that is out there and we're already paying for.
Yeah.
And it would probably lay off a bunch of people and it would get rid of a bunch of money that, it would just, they're there.
But if you're a person who has wanted to vote and you know that the law already states you have to be an American citizen, then you would have already gone through the hoops to get your your proof of citizenship, because
Right.
you would not want to commit a crime by
Mhm.
voting. But what Democrats clearly don't want to say out loud is that they want to be able to cheat, and this makes it
Right.
harder for them. That's
Totally.
what they don't want to say out loud.
And
They're
they
also
don't want
full
to
of
and
shit.
they don't want to say out loud that they want all of these illegals to cheat.
Mhm.
They want us to vote, which is in essence cheating.
Yeah.
They want illegal. I mean, you guys, millions and millions have obviously crossed the border. We've seen that. That's in essence what this is about. We're trying to prevent that. And we probably won't be able to prevent it.
Right.
So that frightens me. It should frighten everybody.
Yeah. I mean, this is great. You'll hear the rest of, I mean, you're not going to hear everybody's arguments, but you'll hear some of the Democrats talking about their rationale and saying that this is like Jim Crow era stuff. It's such
crying out loud
nonsense. This gel pack from Healthy Cell, the eye health gel pack from Healthy Cell, which specifically helps if you are a big watcher of screens, which we all are. You're watching a screen right now. And so when your job especially involves looking at screens pretty much all day, as ours does, this can help with your eye health. It supports eye health, and it's the most delicious,
it's the best
blood
one.
orange treat.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's so good.
I know.
These microgel packets from Healthy Cell are so yummy, and all of them, no matter what your health issue is that you're trying to get supplemental support from, every flavor is so good. This one is particularly good, and most of them have like as many as 9 different supplements in them that you might already be taking separately and probably not absorbing very well. So that's the beauty of the microgel packs from Healthy Cell, is that they absorb 165% better than any old pill, tablet, or capsule that you have to take multiple ones of just to get the same benefit that's in this little pack. So if you want to help reduce eye strain, help your eyes recover from all the strain that they're experiencing from all the screens, support your eyes with eye health from Healthy Cell. Just go to healthycell.com/chicks and use code chicks. You'll save 20% off your first order, and make sure to check out all their other offerings. So for whatever health issue you have, joint and mobility health, focus and recall, immune support, hair, skin, and nails.
Hair,
They've
skin,
got
and nails. Yep.
so much good stuff.
Mhm.
Healthycell.com/chicks. Here's Hakeem Jeffries.
Only citizens can vote for the United States Senate. Only citizens can vote for the presidency of the United States.
Not true.
So this extreme MAGA Republican voter suppression bill is not designed to solve any problem on behalf of the American people. It is designed to jam people up and prevent Americans from voting.
Not true. That's just not true. He's lying.
Not true.
They lie. They lie. Because listen, cheaters lie. Liars cheat.
And it's like they always say, well, there's already a law. Okay, well, there's already a law that you're not allowed to enter the country illegally.
Exactly.
So why don't we do the things that actually make the laws work?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they want to, they treat our laws as if it's a buffet.
Mm.
Okay, well, if that's the case, can I do that too? I'm just not going to pay for your salary. Hakeem? Can I do that? I'm just not going to pay my taxes. And then maybe you won't get any money, and we'll see how well you do at your job.
Lynn Annis, thank you. Lynn says, I wish these clips would show the sign language interpreters. I often wonder how they figure out what he said. Hi, Bean, drive safe. That's from Lynn Annis.
Okay.
And Aaron Powers, thank you. Aaron says, I have an ID and a passport. I must be a super special kind of gay.
You wear a cape. You're awesome. Good for you.
Super special gay.
Super gay.
Dolly Duck, thank you. She says, I can't pick up my Sam's curbside order without ID.
I mean, this is the thing. You can't get cold medicine without it.
You can't fly. There's so many things that you can't do.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. These people, it's Jim Crow. Oh,
right.
Okay. All right.
Here's Representative Ramirez.
Believe in the power of democracy. We should reject discriminatory rules rooted in fear and division and instead increase protections and expand access. This bill, they call it the SAVE Act. It should be called the Don't Let Americans Act. Don't Let Americans Vote Act. And so I rise here opposing and asking my colleagues to vote no on this bill.
Illegals aren't American.
Non-Americans vote
right.
Act. That's what it is.
Illegals are not Americans, lady.
Oh my God. And then this woman, this is the one woman where I was like, okay, I mean, I hear what she's saying. Again, if you have wanted to vote and you are nearing the age of 18 or you're older and you want to vote, you've had plenty of time to figure out how to get your citizenship proof. Okay. So as much as I'm trying to be understanding about this next clip, it is bullshit because everybody has a chance to get their citizenship proof. But here is someone saying, but like, there's no way to pay for that.
This bill is essentially a poll tax because I am not aware of a single proof of citizenship document that does not cost an individual money to get it, unless we are requiring every state to provide one for free, and then it's an unfunded mandate. This is the 2024 version of the Jim Crow poll tax, and we should vote against it.
It's just unbelievable. It's not. Okay. Listen, if you want to vote and if you want to do this, and if by 18 you haven't figured out how to do this, then you probably shouldn't be voting because you're a flat out idiot.
Right.
It is what it is.
This is why I just think people should be registered at birth. If you're born here, you're automatically registered that when you turn 18, it is on record in your state. Boom, you're allowed to vote. And then you'll have to show your ID to prove that it's you. That's it. I mean, this is just not hard. And Wesley Hunt, who of course is awesome and is also a Black man, wants to remind everybody that he is a Black man and that he finds it absolutely offensive, some of these ridiculous reasons that Democrats are throwing out.
And on another note, I've been Black for my entire life. I'd like to bring up the most racist thing I've ever heard is the insinuation by Democrats that Black and brown Americans are too stupid to get an ID to vote, just like everybody else. I call this the soft bigotry of low expectations. Figuring out how to vote in this country is a very low bar. And we can all figure it out regardless of your race, religion, color, or creed. And we should all want free and fair elections. Let's look at what
I love the way he talks. Like his whole
I do too.
is so great.
I do too. Yeah, he's a good looking man too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean this. I don't think this is not hard. This is what they do every single election cycle. They use racism and sexism and misogyny and all their bull crap. It's like the same song and dance, you guys. They're just using
xenophobia.
Right. This is what they do. It's just the same stuff, different day. I mean, wake up.